Hello, Facebook. What fascinating times we're going through at the moment on every single level. Whoa. Those of you who are very attuned to frequency and who have done a lot of inner work and been working with energy for a long time will know exactly what I mean. The light that's coming in from the 12th, which is tomorrow, is going to be massive. So over the next few days, there's a lot of light coming onto the planet. And what I'm seeing from that, it's almost like this light is shining on, and I'm seeing this with my clients and my friends. This light is shining on every single aspect of our lives right now. There is nowhere where that light isn't reaching. And in order for the light to reach, it's going to shine light on the darkness. And so what you're probably finding in your life right now is that all the areas that you have ignored and left to lay dormant, whether that's around your health, your weight, your relationships, the relationship you have with your mother, a friend who you've been pretending to be everything's okay and it's actually not, like there's truth that needs to come up. You can apply this to every area, with your boss, with your loved ones, with the parts of you that are recognizing things about yourself. I had a fascinating conversation with a very good friend last night, around she was suddenly acknowledging her resistance to paying her bills. And I've been seeing and finding the parts of me that I'm being so honest with myself, those parts of me that really need that light to be shone on them so that we can alchemize, integrate, and move ourselves into a more expanded, conscious version of who we are. That's what these times are about. So, lots happening on that front. Amazing conversations, such amazing conversations. I'm going to start recording them, okay? Because some of the conversations I have, I just want people to hear because they're just so mind-blowing and, yeah, just so new earth and so many things to say. So many things to say. One thing that I want to talk about is people talking about this false light, the new age, community, and there are people, one in particular I'm thinking of called Tony, who I like with love want to just not call out, but I want to speak to some of the things he's saying because I'm finding it slightly disturbing. But then I guess people are going to be led down the path they need to learn. They need to learn the lessons. They're going to go down that path. Anyway, what I've come on to talk about, hi there, thanks for joining me, is I'm just about to send off my final letter. I've sent 2 letters to the Queen. They've got my thumbprint on them, 40 days apart, and today is the day that I am sending the oath of allegiance. So my common law journey, I'm very much living in my sovereignty. I've worked hard my whole life to get to this point, and it's very liberating. Everyone can do it. It's easier to do it now more than ever before. The energies are very supportive of coming into sovereignty, and it's an internal thing. It's not just about doing the work, it's about being it and claiming your truth, claiming who you really are and living from that place. Oath of allegiance. This is what I'm sending today. I'm sending this today to somewhere in Derbyshire, to a lord in Derbyshire. It's an oath of allegiance. I've just put my thumbprint on the front and I'm going to put my signature. Now, the signature in common law is not the usual signature. That's very much playing into the corporate identity of your dead, your straw man, not who you really are. The signature that we have to use is written a certain way. That's something that you will learn. And if I can do this, I work intuitively. I live my life very much as a free spirit, the best I can. And as me and my friend were saying yesterday, like, I don't open letters. I I don't know how I ran a business for 35 years. I don't know how I raised a family and all that stuff. I've somehow done it and moved my way through it from being in that place. But now more than ever before, that divine feminine flow, that energy is allowed to be so fully who she is, that actually the structure is kind of created within that, like that wholeness of being allowed to be in that divine feminine space, you know, and so much power in that. We've had it denied for so long. So the fact that I'm able somehow to flow through all of this structure. I hate forms. I hate learning about anything, how to do something, because I always do it my way. So I'm doing my common law my way, and that's how you will do your common law. It's pretty chaotic, but somehow I'm getting it done. So what I've got to do now is I've got to put my thumbprint on the back page. So I've got my ink, and I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to do a nice big fat thumbprint. I believe it's on the back right corner of the last page. And so I shall be putting my signature across the thumbprint on the front and the back of these 3 forms that I'm sending in. So this final one now is to a lord, and it's Duke of, I won't say who it is, okay? But it basically says Magna Carta CH 61. Is that chapter 61? In full knowledge of treason being committed in Parliament by delivering the sovereign peoples of this common law land into the hands of foreign powers, in understanding of some wrongs done by the present holder of the office of sovereign, from whom I now transfer my allegiance, to willingly and wholeheartedly enter into lawful rebellion, and I solemnly swear upon my oath to obey the lords of the Barons' Committee, whom invoke lawful rebellion, in accordance with Article 61 of Magna Carta, until such times a redress of these present wrongs is achieved, and for as long as the Committee of the Barons abide by the Constitution without deviation, yours, without dishonour, ill will, or frivolity, sworn and subscribed on the date of, and it's got a whole load of witnesses who did their thumbprints. So that, my friends, is going off today. That's another tick. That's another one I can say I've done. The next thing I'm going to do, before I even start on the council tax thing, is I'm going to write my promissory note to the gas, to British Gas. I've had my meters removed. There is a process. I know some of you are asking what I've done. I'm probably not the person I would ask what I've done, because somehow I don't know how I'm doing this. This is so not up my street. Like, I live as a sovereign being, but when it comes to paperwork and forms, I am a 0 out of 100. How I'm doing this, I don't know. It's probably why I'm even filming this, because I'm trying to keep a record of what I am doing in absolute amazement that I'm getting through this. But I believe, and I'm so passionate about this, that if I can do it, anyone can do it. So apart from that aside, as I said earlier at the beginning of this video, there's so much going on at the moment. There's a lot of light coming in. There's a lot of support coming in. There's a lot of light being shone on the darkness. So all the parts of your life that are really showing up now, it's all being highlighted. Stuff from your past, relationships. In my own life, there's a big one showing up, and how it's going to play out. I'm just trusting in that, because I'm so present and so in my own integrity and truth, that how it might have played out, say 35 years ago, it's going to play out differently, but it's come up. We can hide for so long. When you get to my age, and it's going really quickly, we're all 2 years older, aren't we, from like what we were at the beginning of this. But when you get to whatever age that is, and you look back at your life, you look back at the people in your life, you look back at the people you were married to, you look back at the friendships you had, you look back at how your kids were, all those things that you look back at, and you look at the choices that you made. You know, we've all been on our own journey through this lifetime. We've all done what we were meant to do. There is, like, one of the biggest things I've learned, like, have no regrets. Like, make sure that everything you ever did, you learned from it and you became a better person for it. Because the truth is that whatever happened in your life, however you were, whatever happened, whoever died, whoever left you, whoever caused you to wake up, whatever happened, whatever trauma, thank you for those hearts, thank you so much. Whatever happened to you in your life happened for a reason. It happened on purpose. When I look back at my life, I'm speechless. Like, even last week, I felt so nothing last week. Like, all the old stuff was coming up. I felt so uninspired. I felt bored. I'm like, what am I doing? Who am I? And then suddenly Friday evening, pow, I got the awakening. I got the gold. You know, it's so easy. And I see for many people who haven't done the work and haven't worked with energy for a long time, it would be so easy to be how I was feeling last week and have a drink and then have another drink and then go into this kind of yuckiness. When you work with energy and when you become more able to feel the fine-tune the energy and the frequency and just allow to be with whatever you are feeling, whatever is going on for you, when you allow yourself to be in it, it moves through you. And then when you have the awareness to know what to do with that, and it's almost like a waiting game. Patience is key. Like, you're never going to... This idea of quick gratification. Like, everything now we want now. And, yeah, so much to learn. And this is so much for me to learn. So if you missed that and want to go back to what I've just done, but I'm just sending off to the Baron. My oath of allegiance is going off today. That's another tick. That's another move into my sovereignty. Although I'm feeling incredibly sovereignty. I'm feeling sovereignty. I'm feeling incredibly sovereign because I'm aligned. I'm in my integrity. Everything I think, everything I say, everything I do is in alignment to a higher source, a connection to God. Yes, the G word, God. You can use whatever word you like. But when you are coming from a place of pure intention, everything changes. Doesn't matter how bad you feel. And always reach out, because me and others who are offering coaching and support and space holding and retreats and courses and workshops, if you need support, reach out to somebody and get it, because there are some of us here who have spent our lifetimes waiting for this time. And support, healing, community, coaching, therapy, whatever it is, if you feel drawn to reaching out for support, do that, because I did that my whole adult life. And it's all, the whole lot, all of it has brought me to this moment now where I can say, hand on heart, thumbprint on letters to the Queen, the first two went to the Queen, that it's all been worth it. And whatever's to come is to come. It's all divinely timed. It's all perfection. And here is your moment now to step into your truth and come closer to all of us creating this new earth. It starts with you. You have to be the change. If you want to know any more about my journey, I will put more on the Telegram channel. But for now, I'm off to a little birthday party and I'm off to the post office to send this special delivery. Have a good day. Bye for now.